Alright, hey guys, this is just going to be a quick video on showing what I was trying to convey with the jig and the files lining up in the WeCreate Make It software. And I'll just try to go step by step of what I do after I create my jig. So first I'm going to put my wood in the machine and going to. Okay, you see it's already there. This is the jig that I have created. Now you can just see these little black marks along the edges here. Those line up with the screws that are inside. That's how I make sure that I put it back in the same location every single time. So if I'm doing my coasters, once I line this up, I go to import and now I have to find my file. There's all my files. All right. So here's the jig file. So first off, let me ungroup all this stuff. All right. So these are my original lines for the jig that I created. And this interior line right here that I made, that one, that is an 85 millimeter box. Because I know when I put my tile into the jig, which I'll refresh it and bring it back up. So you can already see how it's not lined up. But because I know this red line, let me hide this again. This outside red line is my opening that I have cut. And this is the area that I want to print this 85 millimeter square. What I do every time is I open this file, I'll go back in and let's say I'll just grab something. I'll just we'll grab that. That's not a fixed one, but what I do is I know I have to have an 85 millimeter, so I'll just set it to 85, and then I take my file, pop it in the square of my cutting area, and I can repeat that over and over here. Now, it's not going to look right. So that's what you have to overcome that fear of when you refresh it and you bring it back up, it is not going to look like where it's supposed to be. It is going to look way off center. But trust that it will go exactly where it's supposed to go, pending the piece of wood you have in your machine is in the exact location it was in, or a referenced location when you created the jig in the first place. As long as you put the jig back exactly where it is and you bring back the exact same jig file you used to cut it, you'll be able to take any image on whatever that jig is, center it up where you want it to your jig file, so to your blank file here, and it will cut in the exact same spot where it's supposed to every time. So hopefully there'll be an update at some point that we won't have to go through things like this. But this is just the nature of it at this point. And from here, once you get all your stuff in there, you go back to your start. Now I don't have anything in there. I haven't auto-focused anything, so I can't show that right now. But you would hit start, and then again, always hit the framing button just to double check. Get up, watch where your laser is scanning on the material. Make sure it is going to be in line where you want it. That comes in handy, especially if you're just doing one-offs. If you're not going to use a jig and you're only going to cut or engrave one piece at a time, it is a necessity to use the framing button to make sure you're where you have to be. Because if you set, even with one item on your screen, if you set up the file and it looks perfect on your screen, it will not be perfect in your machine. You will have to adjust it most likely lower than the material you're engraving into. That just seems to be the theme. But hopefully that helped. Hopefully I made that a little bit clearer. I mean, I haven't made any of these instructional sort of videos, so it probably could have been a little bit better. But you know, feel free to leave a comment or a question. I'd be happy to try to make another one, maybe a little bit more detailed. I'm just running low on time. I don't have enough time to cut anything right now. I gotta fly. So yeah, hopefully that helped, and maybe I'll start making some more of these videos. All right, thanks everybody. I hope it helped out.